Metcalf, Crystal Stone, ESPN Radio, ESPN app, and of course ESPN Radio presented by Progressive Insurance. We'll deal, even if it's not with us, saving you time and money. Now that's Progressive. Call or click today. Myron, Lonzo Ball.
Horrible. Pretty ugly. He couldn't buy a three. He couldn't hit a shot. I mean, I think he showed a lot of his gifts and tools in terms of his ability to penetrate, draw extra defenders, and I think he will be a really good player. But no, that was not a great debut. And again, the interesting thing is, how many rookies in the top 10 do we even care about in Summer League? No one really cares.
No.
Jason Tatum played well. I mean, that's why Markelle Fultz played well.
Yep.
But no one is looking at that beyond it just being a Summer League game. But with Lonzo, Crystal, we go, we got to pay attention to this because we're going to judge him every single time he is on the court, all because of LeVar Ball.
Because of his outrageous behavior in the media and his billing of his son that he's going to be the Rookie of the Year and win championships after championships with the Lakers, everyone's going to look at his first game. This kid sold out the stadium last night for a Summer League game. And with the full packed house, he put up a dismal performance. And I think it's everyone's worst nightmare. You top this kid up, you put out $500 sneakers for your son who's never played one game in the NBA. He plays his first game, and it was terrible.
Oh, but it's one game.
Unfortunately, it's Lonzo Ball, though. And everyone said that he has to really play very, very well. He can't. This kid, other than the other rookies, he can't fail. He cannot fail.
One Summer League game, and we're getting so crazy. Let's bring in Kevin Pelton, ESPN.com, NBA insider here on the Shell Pennzoil Performance Line. Kevin, we have talked about this. This is a big national story. There's been so much discussion. Are we blowing one awful game by a kid in the Summer League a little bit out of
much by definition is? I think back to, what was it, a decade ago now, I was here for Kevin Durant's rookie Summer League performance, and he was pretty inefficient there, didn't look particularly great. A couple years down the road, fast forward, once he had the physical development and grew into his body, and all of a sudden he's an all-star. And there are plenty of stories like that, and particularly the fact that, I think there are some things that happened last night with Lonzo, his inability to get into the paint, his difficulty containing dribble penetration. Those kind of reinforced concerns we had about him going into the draft based on his year at UCLA. So I think those are more meaningful as compared to the fact that he shot 1 of 11 from three-point range, which he was a fine three-point shooter in college. And even though there are some concerns about his form, I think he's going to be a fine NBA three-point shooter as well.
Myron Metcalf here. He obviously, as you said, he played great. He's a great three-point shooter at UCLA. What was the buzz like in the atmosphere like? I mean, we don't expect Summer League to really get a lot of attention, but it clearly did. What was the atmosphere like yesterday?
It was huge, and will be even bigger tonight. That game, today's entire session, already sold out yesterday afternoon, so there'll be an even larger crowd. I mean, we have seen this the last few years with the Lakers having high draft picks. There was similar buzz for D'Angelo Russell 2 years ago, for Brandon Ingram and Russell last year, but the excitement about Ball kind of goes to another level even beyond that, given all the hype around him.
Kevin, you spoke a lot about, in your article on ESPN.com, you spoke a lot about his shooting style, his unorthodox shooting style. How much of that is going to be a concern for him going into the NBA?
So last night with the Clippers going under picks and daring him to shoot that shot, the concern for him is going to be, can he do it off the dribble, especially if he's going to his right, because of the fact that he kind of has to bring the ball up to the left side of his body. And that's going to make it kind of difficult for him to, force defenses to play up tight on him against the pick and roll.
A lot of people are worried, Kevin, but the thing that would kind of raise my antennas of something you don't like is I guess he was awful defensively in this game last night. His position last night defensively?
He definitely did. I mean, Kendall Marshall was able to get where he wanted to go on the court, running the pick and roll against Ball. And I don't think Lonzo Ball is actually a point guard. Even though he's this amazing passer, he's 6'6". He can shoot the three, generally. I think he's actually better kind of playing next to someone who can penetrate and run the pick and roll on offense with other rules for that. These are those guys on the roster.
Kevin, what's his? I mean, you said he might not be. if he plays based on what we saw at UCLA and all, like, what's his ceiling as a player?
Yeah, I like his comparison. I think it's some combination. He does have the athleticism around the basket of, that's not necessarily something a lot of point guards are doing, getting on the offensive glass for tip-ins like that. Well, Jason Kidd, too, in terms of he was used sort of like I was describing earlier, where with the Knicks or later in his Dallas career, he wasn't necessarily primarily creating offense. That's the ability, the fact that you had to close out hard to him because he could shoot the three, all of that helped kind of facilitate the offense and make it run better. And, Kidd, obviously, that's a pretty heady comparison when you consider that he's a surefire first ballot Hall of Famer.
Kevin, it's 8:30 tonight. You're Magic Johnson. What are you looking for in improvements with Lonzo Ball tonight in this game?
Yeah. I mean, I think, certainly a better job of on-ball defense and containing dribble penetration, containing keep shooting and bounce back from this performance. And I guess you could say that was a positive from last night, is he did not look deterred by the fact that he was struggling from three-point range. So, falling short of expectations is part of the adjustment in the NBA for any rookie. Commercial, I think that's what Gatorade that's out right now, or